Hello, today is day 17 of 44 days of transforming grief. So today the topic is the loss of a parent and forgiveness. And this was from a radio show that I did in 2010, one of 44 shows. And the show today was with guest Susan Gardner. Now, Susan and I have now been friends. It'll be 30 years in 2017. We've known each other through a lot of experiences, marriages, birthing children, raising children, homeschooling, ministry of spiritual peacemaking, so many things. Evolutionary Women, were both authors in the book Conscious Choices and Evolutionary Woman's Guide to Life. And so I asked Susan to come on the show in 2010 because she had had quite a journey with her mother. Her mother, many of us have at least one parent where we have had challenges. We've learned things. Might have felt constricted or unseen. And we go through ups and downs, like in any relationship. And Susan's mother was sick for a long time, for years and years. I would say as long as I have known Susan, her mother was sick until she died. I believe it was 2010. It was the year that we did the show. And so Susan came onto the show with, courage, vulnerability, to share her experience of her relationship with her mother when she was growing up, her mother as an adult, and then finally as her caregiver. They had 3 years of intensive caregiving where her mother first lived in kind of an assisted living, and Susan was on call to come and do things for her mother, whether it was doctor's appointments, getting her medicine, shopping for her. And then eventually her mother moved into the basement where they had a setup for her where they could have a bed, and the bathroom was right there within a short distance. And just the journey of having an opportunity to be with someone when they're sick, to be with someone in those last few days. And over that period, finding forgiveness, being able to understand what you've learned from a person who may have been challenging throughout your life. So it's a beautiful radio show, whether you have lost a parent or someone else, where forgiveness is a part of it. I feel like with any loss. There's also the role of a caregiver and self-care when you are helping other people in their physical challenges or other things, just finding balance when you help people in general. And the last two things I want to say is, if you've lost a parent or a loved one and you want to share something with us in the comments, whether it's you would like us to pray for you, hold space, you want to get something off your chest, I encourage you to post in the comments here, because we can hold that space for you. And then the last thing I want to say about Susan is, one of the things that she and her partner Rose did was build a labyrinth in their front yard on a street in Baltimore. So if you're in Baltimore and you want to go walk the labyrinth in her yard, you can search on World Labyrinths, and there is a listing for Susan Gardner and the address. It's open 24/7. It is right in her front yard on a street. And so I encourage you to do that, And if you're thinking, oh, I don't live in Baltimore, I want to walk a labyrinth, then search on World Labyrinths, search on the city, the location that you want to find one, and they're all over the world. So thank you, and many blessings to you today and always.